George Orwell lived in the first half of the 20th century, being born in 1903 and dying in 1950. During his whole life, the world changed a lot very fast, with very important facts happening even before the end of its first half. One important fact to notice, due to the context of the text, is that during the World War I, the British Empire drafted many Indians to the war to fight. Another important thing to note is how strong the imperialism was during this time, as shown by the British Empire. Referencing the text once again, Burma was ruled by the British Empire from 1824 to 1948. Another important turn of events during George Orwell's life was the Great Depression, that led the United States into a huge economic crisis, a crisis that would eventually spread around the world, all starting with the crash of the stock market. Due to the crisis, people even outside the US lost their jobs, banks began to fail, and thus many started to live in poverty. Indian culture. The text's main reference to the Indian culture is the elephant. The elephants, aside from being specially trained for various activities, symbolize wisdom, strength, and royal power. The elephant shown in the text was specially trained and was seen as a form of profiting, and the lack of profit was a big disappointment seen in killing the elephant. It is important to notice that many people in India are vegetarian. Contrary to that, the people depicted in the text were looking forward to killing the elephant so they could eat it. But that could just be George Orwell depicting the influence that the British imperialism had in Burma. After analyzing the text, the historical context that George Orwell lived, and the cultural context that he put into his texts, it's possible to say that from being influenced during his life and seeing how the world worked, George Orwell decided to make a very well-written critique to how the power of many can influence a single person.